Hi guys, hey, thanks for watching my other two videos if you did. I found out what the problem is, so there's not going to be a problem with this video. I can almost guarantee you. I just had literally too many things on my phone, so I just went through and deleted a bunch of stuff, and it was mostly videos, pictures, photos, that kind of stuff. So I don't have a computer, so I need to, my son is he's building a computer, and I think he was all for me having it, so that might be good. I also have a thumb drive that I might be able to put it on. Let me move this. To get rid of some of the space, but I deleted a bunch of stuff. Isn't it funny? You go through your phone, you're like, why do I have a video of this? Like, I would never, just silly things. I had a video of like a storm that came through. I mean, it was cool, but that's all right. I don't need that on my phone. So how you guys doing today? I'm doing good. I went to a co-op here that's about 2 miles away from our house, and got some stuff for our animals. We have chickens and goats. So we got 2 40-pound bags of chicken layer pellet for the chickens, obviously. They give us lots of eggs. We typically get between 4 and 8 eggs a day. It just depends on the weather. So if it's really hot, we tend not to get as many eggs. If it's a little bit cooler, we do. And then in the winter time, believe it or not, by the way, I'm doing ABs right now, so I keep playing with my pen. In the wintertime, we actually still get eggs. We have really great hens. We just lost one, unfortunately. They're getting up there in age. We lost one due to, see, look at that, there it goes. All my wax. That's okay. I'll brush that off once it gets dry. We lost one of our hens, oh my gosh, I'll just do this slower, or lighter. I mean, yeah, even rubbing it's coming off. What is going on? I rubbed up my pants a little bit. Yeah, we lost one. So we now have 12 hens, 4 of which we hatched ourselves with an incubator. That was like 3 years ago. So that was fun. We used to do that like every year, every other year. We would hatch them from an incubator. It's fun to watch them and to candle the eggs and see the little embryos in there. It's pretty cool. When I was a teacher, I took in an incubator, and the kids got to see that and see how chickens grew and came out of the eggs. Some of them were scared by it, honestly, because they ate eggs and they were worried that there was baby chickens in their eggs. So others were like, you know, they were just focused on the chicks once they hatched. But yeah, so we've got 12 chickens, and currently we only have 2 goats. We had 9 at one point. I sold 7 of them because there's just too much going on here, and honestly, taking care of a herd of, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but of 9 goats, you know, trimming their hooves, making sure that they're wormed, making sure that they have enough minerals, that they're fed properly, moving them into different pastures. It was just a lot. I'm sorry if my hand tremble is bothering you guys. I really am. It bothers me. So we have 2 female goats. And I mentioned Zelda in my last video. And it's Ezzy and Zelda, and they are called Oberhasli goats. They are an alpine goat from Switzerland. They are fairly rare here in the United States. You don't see too many of them. You can look it up, Oberhasli. Just as it sounds, the spelling. They're really, really pretty. They're what I would consider to be a medium to large goat. They make excellent milk. I don't know if you guys know this, but goat milk is the closest milk to human milk. So if you have problems digesting milk, you should try goat's milk. Just give it a try, see if you like it or not. I didn't think I was going to like it. This was before I was vegan, but I didn't think I was going to like it, and I really, really liked it. I used to milk the goats every day. So we would breed them. We had 2 males, and we would breed the females, and they would have little babies. I used to do it every other year because I didn't want to stress them out. We would sell the kids, and we would take the milk, and I would make cheese out of it. I made, what did I make? I made brie. I made a ton of feta cheese. I got really good at making that. The whole family absolutely loved the feta cheese. I tried mozzarella, but our goat milk, and every goat is different. We don't have a high milk fat content in our milk, and so it's really hard to make like things like mozzarella that require a higher fat content. But the feta turned out great. We ate that all the time. I used to make a blueberry, what was it? A blueberry vanilla, I think. I know that sounds gross, but a blueberry vanilla feta. You can actually find it at the store. It's really good. And I ended up selling my milk to a local co-op, a different one, not the one we went to today. And I also sold our eggs because we had so many eggs and so much milk just from 2 of my goats, just to give you an example. And this is why I decided to take up cheese making, which is an art, let me tell you. It took, that was a big learning curve for me. What was I saying? Oh, I used to take the milk and not the cheese, just the milk and the eggs to the co-op, and they would sell them, and then I would get a cut of the money. But our goats would produce about, let's see, Zelda used to give me about 3/4 of a gallon of milk a day, and Maya used to give me about the same amount of milk. So I would have every day almost 2 gallons of milk just from those 2 girls, and I still had the other 3 to milk. So it got to be a bit much. So I had to, I had to find a way to use the milk. And thankfully the co-op was willing to sell it for me. I had to market as only crafting purposes and for animal use, because you would have to have a USDA license in order to sell your milk. Not eggs apparently, but milk. So, but yeah, we used to do that. And like I said, I sold everybody except for my 2 girls. I had to get them some medicine today. They're getting old. It's very common for goats, cows, horses, sheep to get lice. They have a specific type of lice on them. It is not the same lice as humans. Completely different. But they have lice on them. So we have a medicine. It's a powder. What was it called? Python. It was a weird name. And it's a powder, and basically you sprinkle it on your animals. And I am like one of those people where I'm like mostly natural with things. Like I don't like, as far as like when it comes to your animals, I don't like to give them medicine if I don't have to. This is like really bothering me that I have to put this powder on them, but I don't have another way to get rid of the... Do I have to use wax again? Oh my gosh. I don't have another way to get rid of the lice. So you basically have to use this stuff. It's well known within the livestock community. If you guys have livestock, you know what I'm talking about. It's called Python something. There goes my wax. And you sprinkle it on them, and it's basically, this is why I'm like not too thrilled about this, but it's basically an insecticide. So it, you know, helps with flies. This time of year they get, you know, there's flies because it's summertime. It helps with that. I keep forgetting with these ABs, I have to be super careful. This is the first time I've worked with ABs, so... but it's an insecticide, you know, and so that it scares me because I don't want to hurt my animals. So there's all these warnings and stuff like that on there, but nowhere does it say if your animal ingests it, what to do, which I found odd because it's like, wash your clothing when you're done. Don't get it on your skin. If you do, wash your skin. It literally said for 15 to 20 minutes. Don't breathe it in. Don't get it on your eyes. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't chew gum. I mean, I'm like, well, wait a minute. If it's doing that to us, then like, shouldn't I worry if like they lick themselves when I'm done doing this? I don't know. Do you guys think that's a strange question, or... It's kind of worrisome, but anyway, we're doing that today. And my husband's out taking care of the animals right now. He's feeding them while I'm in diamond painting, which is so nice of him. This is such a pretty color. Not pretty. This is the Plague Doctor that I'm working on right now. And I'm having so much fun. I really like this painting a lot. Even though it has a lot of blacks and kind of muted colors, I really like it. I tried multi-placing with these ABs. I learned real quick that I probably shouldn't do that. You guys are probably laughing at me right now, but it is funny. I'm laughing at myself. So yeah, what are you guys up to? I don't know what else to talk about with the farm. It's kind of boring, honestly. We have chores every day to do, and less chores. Oh, we have a Anatolian Shepherd. Her name's Angel, and she guards our goats, and she also guards our house. And the coyotes don't have a chance against her. We have coyotes out here all the time. And Anatolian Shepherds are from Turkey originally. And they are big. She is about 120 pounds, I would guess. She's also 9 years old. Because we got her when we got the goats. We wanted her to, you know, be brought up with the goats. So she bonded to them, which she did. And she's just the best guardian dog of all time. She'll let you know if somebody's here. She will let you know if there's coyotes here. She is penned up. Anatolian Shepherds will actually go hunt down their prey, which is unbelievable to me. I don't think she would, but maybe she would. I am a number chaser, in case you guys haven't noticed. I don't do one section. So I will do, can you still see me if I'm right here? Yeah, okay. They will hunt down their prey. And in fact, in Africa, some sanctuaries are using Anatolian shepherds for guarding their cheetahs. You know what? I just realized I have some trees over here that I missed. Can you guys see this? Am I right here? Yeah. They guard the cheetahs, just to give you an example of how incredibly powerful and large these dogs are. They're not like massive dogs or anything, but they're big. But yeah, they will protect and guard. So, and she's done a wonderful job of doing that. She is the sweetest dog ever. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body, but let me tell you, if there is a coyote or a bear, we've had bears out here, or anything like that, she is on it. Not happening on her watch, as she would say, I'm sure. Not happening on her watch. So yeah, those are all of our animals. Oh, we used to raise rabbits. Basically we raised them and we sold them. So we didn't use them for meat or anything like that. Super cute. When we first moved here, you know, I was kind of, oops, what? Okay, ghost drill. When we moved here, I was all about, you know, let's get a farm going. Let's get all these animals. And we did. And I'm sliding this across to hopefully grab it better, because I just got wax and this wax is just not very good. Where did that go? Oh, I'll find it. I'll find it when I'm least expecting it. Yeah, I really wanted to get a farm going and have, you know, a bunch of animals. I still am playing with the idea of getting a pig. However, they are very stinky and messy, and I know they're super intelligent and sweet, but I'm just not prepared to deal with that. I'm just not. Oh, keep getting my tray stuck in here. I'm just not prepared to deal with that, I don't think. If I could stop dropping the drills, that would be wonderful. So anyway, you guys, I thought today what we would do, if you're interested, I thought this would be fun, is to ask some questions, and then you guys can think about your answers and maybe put them down in the comments, and I will answer the questions as I'm asking, as far as like what I would do. So this is kind of like random questions. I'm getting them from a book that I have, and our family kind of likes playing this. Well, we've gone through the whole book several times, but with friends and family and stuff like that. So, yeah, but I thought it would be really fun for us to do that. Oh, man. Yeah, this is just the wax that comes with the kits. So it's just is what it is. So yeah, I thought that would be fun. I hope you guys want to do this with me. Because otherwise it's going to be like, nobody will answer my questions. That'll make me sad. Okay, so the first question is this. Let's see, I've got it right here. The first question is, for a person you loved deeply, would you be willing to move to a distant country knowing there would be little chance of seeing your friends or family again? Thought that was a good question. Gosh, if I were to move somewhere, first of all, let's just start with that. I would want to move to like Amsterdam, Norway, someplace like that. I just love, or Switzerland. Oh, it's so beautiful there, the mountains, and it's so beautiful. I'm actually Norwegian, so that'd be kind of cool. So first of all, I know that wasn't part of the question, but first of all, can we just cheat a little bit and pick where we would want to go? Let's do that. First of all, where would you go? Okay, and then second of all, if you could never see your friends and family again, I'm going to be honest, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're answering these questions. If the family meant my husband and my kids, I would absolutely not move. But if I could take my husband and kids, I would move, because I don't have any other family, believe it or not. No one. I don't have a brother, a sister. I don't have anybody. So if I could take my husband and my kids, yes, I would go. And I would want to go, like I said, to Norway or Sweden. But I love America too much, and I don't know. I don't think I'd move out of this country. Oops, do we have a tag? What's happening here? Let's take a quick look. Ooh, this one looks like it's broken. That's not good. That needs to go in my trash. I got a new trash bottle. It's really pretty. I think it's pretty. I'll show it to you guys soon. So yeah, I would want to move to Norway, and only if I could take my husband and my kids, because those are that's my only family. So yeah. Okay. So I want to hear your guys' answers, and just include which country you would go to too. You guys can see this, right? Where I'm at right now. Oh, no. Okay. Let me move this. Okay. Now can you see it right here? Right here. Yes. Okay. All right. So that was the first question. Second question. If you could spend 1 year in perfect happiness, but afterward would remember nothing of the experience, would you do so? And if not, why would you not do that? So if I could spend a whole year in perfect happiness, but not remember it afterwards, man, yeah, I think I would. I mean, if I'm going to be in perfect happiness for an entire year, yeah, I think I would do it. I definitely think I would do it, even if I couldn't remember it, because at least I had the experience. Even if I didn't remember it, in the midst of it, can you guys, are you seeing this right here? Can you see this? Yes, okay. I have to keep looking at my phone. Yeah, so I think I would do that, definitely. Who doesn't want to be happy and for a whole year? Oh my gosh. So yeah, if you wouldn't do that, then why not? Why would you not do it? Like, what would be your reasoning behind it? I think if I said no, that I didn't want to be happy for an entire year and not remember it, I think, if I had to go that route, I guess obviously it would just because I technically would have lost an entire year of my life, right? So basically it would be like going to sleep one day and then you wake up and an entire year of your life has gone by and you don't remember it. So that would suck. So I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't do it. And that's the reason why I wouldn't do it. So I'm kind of on the fence with that one. Because everybody in my life would remember, me, and the experience and everything. Everybody else would remember. It would just be me that wouldn't. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be creeped out by that. Wake up and it'd be like, you know what? It'd be like if you were in a coma, but you're experiencing, really awesome things. So let me know in the comments what your answer is. Would you do that? Can you see this? Yeah, okay. All right. So that was our second one. Are you ready for the third one? Okay. Oh, this is kind of along the same lines of leaving the country, but this doesn't involve your family. So would you accept $1 million to leave the country and never set foot in it again? My answer is no. That's my honest answer. I would not do that. I can't. I love this country too much. And I would have to stay here. There's just no way. And plus $1 million isn't even that much money nowadays. It's not worth it to me. I mean, what am I going to do with $1 million? I can't ever come back to America. No, thank you. No, thank you. And there's an extension to that. And let me know if you, oh, you know what? Let me ask you this. How much money would it take for you to do that? Okay. To leave the country and never come back. How much money would it take? 10 million, 100 million, a billion? Like, be honest. Like, how much money would it take for you to leave this country and to never come back? Ooh. If I had, oh man, I don't know. Because if I had all this money, can you guys see right here? Okay, yeah. If I had, like, let's say I had $1 billion, right? But I can't ever come back to America. I mean, yeah, I'm spending my money in other places, but I can't come back to America? No, I don't. That's really hard. That is a really hard question. I definitely would not do it for $1 million. There's no way. Would I do it for $1 billion? I know you guys are all like, oh, come on, you do it for $1 billion. I honestly don't know. I love this country too much. I'm like one of those very patriotic people. I just love this country so much. Okay, can you see over here? This part. Yes. You guys don't even realize how far I have to tip my head to look down to see if my phone is picking up any of this. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a no. Nope, I want to be in this country for the rest of my life. I really do. I love the history behind our country. I don't like our government. I can love our country and not like our government. So I don't like our government. I'm not going to get political at all, but I just don't like our government. But I love our country. Big two distinctions there. Okay, last one for today. What would constitute a perfect evening for you? What would constitute a perfect evening for you? That's a hard one. Let's see. I'm a homebody. Are any of you out there homebodies? Like, where you just like to stay in? My perfect evening would be something along the lines of cooking a really wonderful meal. I love to cook. And then getting a movie and just watching a movie with my husband. Honestly, just that's all I need. Or going out to eat and then coming home and watching a movie or something. Having some wine. That would be awesome. Oh, that sounds so good. I don't need a lot. Like, I'm not a busy person. In other words, like, I wouldn't be able to go, I wouldn't want to go to like a concert or a club or anything like that. I don't even remember the last time I went in a club. I think it was for my 23rd birthday and I hated it. Because I had never been in a club before. Or no, I was 21. I turned 21, yeah. And I had never been in a club before. And I'm like, yay, I want to go to a club. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. It just sucked. It was like loud music, people waiting around to get drinks, drunk people. Yeah, no, not my thing. Yeah, so I'm not like a busy person. Like I can't even tell you the last time I went to a concert. Judas Priest was in town. Oh, I just heard a drill. I don't see the drill. It's okay, it'll come out in the wash. Oh, there it is. I'm not a busy person, so I can't like, I literally can't like be around a bunch of noise and loud sounds and too many people. I get very, very, very stressed out. I have massive anxiety. I have a mental disorder, and I don't know if I want to really talk about what it is, but I might in the future. But I can't be around that kind of stuff. It's too much for me. Okay, we're ready to move down to again. See, this is where it ends right. Oops, no, it ends right there. Oops, I just turned my table down. I'm about ready to turn it off. No! Don't turn off. We're still working. Let me get it back up and running here. Oh, I just dimmed it, but there we go. Okay, can you guys see this? Yes, you can. Okay. I'm doing the number two. Number two, hopefully you can see that. So yeah, I think just dinner, a movie. I wouldn't even want to go out to see a movie. So I don't even like going to movie theaters. I don't like going anywhere. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't like going anywhere. Is there anywhere that I actually like to go? Nope, there's not. When you can order diamond paintings online, do you really need to go outside? I'm just kidding. Yeah. What about you guys? Do you guys go to concerts and stuff like that, and clubs, or I don't know, maybe not clubs, but rainy. I keep turning it off. That's weird. I don't even think, how was I touching that? It's way up here. It's way up here in this corner. Oh, okay. My arm's touching it. Do you guys, you know, like, would you, I don't know. Like, oh, because I didn't even think of this. Like, would you guys like get on a helicopter and like, okay, so say no, like there's no, like it's no amount of money. Like you can have, it's, what am I trying to say? You don't have to pay for it, and it's unlimited money. Would you, you know, I didn't even think about this. Like you could get on a helicopter. You could flip and like go fly to New York or something, go get a steak and then come home and watch a movie, or go to Central Park or wherever, Times Square. Or you could go to, I don't know where, Japan. You could go anywhere, I guess. So yeah, I think small. I think really small. Like I said before on my other videos, sorry about my other videos again that were cut off. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. But I still wanted to get them up because I had done so much in those videos, and I didn't want you guys to miss out on all of it. So I just made a decision to put it up. I asked my husband, and he's like, if you were watching a video, would you want it to cut off? And I said, no. What did I do? I uploaded the video. Okay, you can see this, right? Yeah. I did it again. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me move a couple things. I've got a clipboard. I've got some more release paper over here. I've got a pen. I've got a lot going on around here. And oh, and Coco is laying right next to me as normal. Huh. There it goes. I think I'm just too close to the, I'm putting pressure down on it. So maybe if I move my hand away. But yeah, I was like, no, I wouldn't want to watch a partial video. And then I was like, darn it though. I want them to see the thin blue line. I want them to see me kitting down the DP Club thing. And I know it's like, I seem dramatic in that video, but I'm telling you, I swear to you, I swear, when you look at the video of that painting, even my husband was like, no, it does not look like that in real life. Like the video, the phone or whatever really picks up the, sorry, I've got a drill in here. The camera or whatever really picks up the, hold on, I'm getting some more wax and I'm pressing it on my table so I don't have to do it on the painting. Anyway, it picks up the canvas so much better than it does with the naked eye. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a common thing. But I'm telling you, it does not look anything like the picture. And I should not have expected much. I mean, I didn't pay that much for that painting at all, so I should not complain. I just personally did not like it. So it was just a personal opinion. I just didn't like it. So anyway, yeah, let me know where you guys would go or what you would do. What is your perfect evening? And let's say you didn't have to pay for it. What would you do? I'm just a very simple person. Guys, I'm probably driving you nuts with these drills, but sorry if I am. I'm sorry. So what are you guys working on for diamond painting? Are you working on something, or are you kind of taking a hiatus? I took a hiatus for about 4 days, I think, because I had a lot of stuff going on. I really did. And it was like, by the time I was done doing the stuff that I had to do, I wanted to diamond paint so bad, but I was so tired that even the thought of like coming in here and diamond painting was just, it was just overwhelming. And I just made the decision not to do it. So, yeah. So what are you guys working on? Write down in the comments what you're working on right now. And are you enjoying it? Are you working on 2 pieces? I have this Plague Doctor that I'm doing, obviously, right now. But I also have the thin blue line that I showed in my last video that cut off. So I'm going to start that, I think, today too. But I'd really like to get this section done right here. If you guys, I don't know if you can see the whole, I don't think you can see the whole section. It's a pretty big section, but there's a lot of blocks in here, so I might be able to get it done. Because I thought it would be fun to work on the thin blue line. Can you guys see right here? Yes, you can. I thought it would be fun to work on the thin blue line. It looks really fun. So a lot of cool colors and just what it represents. So, well, you guys, I think I'm pretty much done for today. For the WIP and chat, I thank you for coming and joining me. I look forward to your comments, and I would love to hear the answers to your questions. I'm so curious about who you guys are and, you know, your habits, or not your habits, your hobbies and all that type of stuff. So leave it down below. And if you haven't liked or subscribed, I would love it if you would. That would be awesome. I don't have very many followers yet or very many likes because I am a very new channel. So it would help me out a lot. And yeah, just remember that you are an amazing person. And I will talk with you guys soon. Okay.